put me through.
3, 2, 1, action.
So, hello everyone, it's Salvies, and I'm back for yet another video, and I hope you guys are having a great time and welcome back to my channel. Are we ready to do this? Let's go. What's going on, you guys? Let me know in the comments below. So I have to check this because someone said I should check it out, and it's called Adulting 101 with Senator Chiz Escudero. That's how to Evangelista and her husband. So let's see what this is all about. And yeah, here we go.
100%
Hi guys.
Oh,
Welcome to my home.
short
Welcome to
hair.
our kitchen. A lot of
I didn't know she
curious
ever had short hair.
people out there.
Okay.
My husband's here. Hi babe. And
Hi, darling.
She looks different
this is why
here.
you call me darling.
She looks refreshed.
I'm here to ask you a few questions.
Oh, this was
and
2008.
hopefully
Oh, wow.
we'll get to know you the way I see you.
She looks very...
And
Dalawa
what?
lang yan. Ilang sila. But, okay, I have a few questions.
She
Like,
looks
I want
very...
to share with people
Wow.
like how it is with like me, my problem
Oh, okay.
in terms of like, love.
May problem ka sa love?
Hindi, kasi we want to talk about
Pat,
love.
okay na.
Or past,
Because-
mga ganyan.
Yung problem.
Problem mo yan. Past, finances, shopping, getting a job, being out there, mga ganyan.
Mature stuff.
Adulting with Senator Chiz.
Oh, he's a senator. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, now I see why they can afford the lifestyle they have. Okay.
Okay. We put questions together. I hope you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my first question.
Kailangan ko sagutin talaga lahat yan.
Yes. My first question would be, how did you choose
She looks so
your path?
refreshed.
Like, kunwari, what you wanted? Did you always want to become like a senator or a politician? I mean, because that's really a calling. Ako di pa kaya. Like,
I'm
how did it
sorry.
start?
Am I
I
good
did not
with
see
wishes? Ever since I was young, I wanted to be a politician. In fact, when I was in grade 1, when my teacher asked
Oh,
me what I
wow.
wanted to be, I said, president of our class.
Oh, wow.
And as you grow older, you realize some things aren't meant to be, some things aren't for you and they're for other people, and you get to adjust. And you get to choose the best answer insofar as what you will do for the rest of your life. In my case, it's just looking after you.
Wow! Galing. Pero nothing.
She looks so...
No.
She
Looking after doesn't
heavily...
include that.
Okay, so what was your first job? Did you take a break after school, or were you
She
the
looks so
super study
refreshed,
all the
so-
way?
Mula elementary hanggang college, wala ako kahit isang
Oh,
honor.
wow.
Nagkaroon lang ako ng honor ng College of Law na because I liked what I was doing. In fact, after graduating from high school, I thought there was a course called Law after high school. Apparently, there wasn't any. So I had to take up a pre-law course. I chose the closest one to law, which I thought was close enough, which was at that time political science.
Oh,
My first job as a teaching assistant at the Department of Political Science
oh, wow.
at UP.
So he has always wanted to be in his field.
Hindi ko nakilala eh. Hindi ko
Meron ka
nakilala.
ano eh.
No, when you're a teaching assistant, you don't get to stand in front of a class.
Yes.
You arrange the papers,
Papers
the
for the-
readings, you check the papers. But no, I didn't get to stand before a class and lecture. I was a teaching assistant of then Professor Olive Kawili.
How old were you this time?
How old was I?
Bagets ka ba?
18.
18?
Oh, wow.
18.
Wow, grabe naman, taas naman. So wait, but like for normal people that aren't as smart as you, like me, how would we choose our careers like in our 20s to 30s?
Woo.
The problem is, given the fast-paced developments in technology, whatever they teach you in school will be outdated by the time you graduate.
So true.
So you can't really prepare and study for a career after you graduate. You just kind of wade your way through.
It's true.
In my case, I wanted to become a lawyer. So I applied as a teaching assistant because I was waiting for the LAE, the Law Entrance Exam
Oh.
admissions to come out.
Oh.
So I was saying to myself, if I didn't pass, this is the career path I'll take. I'll be a political science professor.
Oh.
And I'll do studies or whatever and be a political scientist or analyst basically.
Oh, wow.
But lo and behold, I passed, so...
And you're like, honey, I'm out of here.
But that's for you. Like a lot of people have like troubles. Like for their first day when they apply for a job, what are the do's and don'ts? Like how do you present yourself? Ano yung mga
wow.
kailangan mong gawin na ma-impress yung tao?
If I was going to give it to anybody, I had to give it to you.
I remember like for me with my job, like when even like today, you'd always tell me, wag ka masyadong, like last night you told me, wag ka masyadong
Okay, short hair fits her.
everywhere,
It makes her
wag ka
look
masyadong,
fresh and youthful.
ano, out there. I know you.
I'm applying for a job. I only applied twice.
Okay.
Thrice actually. I was rejected by the first two. I applied in two
I
local.
love how
Where?
without
Who?
bangs.
Kisimbing, Torres, and Evangelista, and Poblador Law Office.
Ah.
No, they didn't really reject me. They just didn't call me back. So they're my friends now.
It's short rejected then.
In a way, they didn't call me back. There was no call back in your lingo. There
Yeah.
was no call back. So I applied next at Bautista Picasso in their QC office, and I was accepted. Actually, I preferred that office more than the previous ones I applied for, principally because of the location.
Oh,
I lived in
okay.
Quezon City, so the office was in Quezon City. My boss at that time, Professor Bautista, wasn't the type who would wear a suit every day because his house was right behind our
Very-
office.
very
So
casual.
very me.
Casual
So I got to wear
That's
jeans. I got to wear jeans,
Chinelas level.
literally shorts level, with a suit and a tie.
Really?
He was seated behind his big desk, so I felt more comfortable. And then QC has always been my comfort zone.
Oh, man. That's in why.
Oh, hindi naman nag-ibis kasi masyado yung mga tao. Dito
That's
doon,
cool.
puro mga yung mga tao. Ang hirap naman sumabay sa ganun.
Teka, I have a question. So like with what I'm doing, I'm gambling most of the time. With
You're?
Yeah, my career. I mean, I was a gamble.
Girl, I understand you so well.
Wait
She's
now.
very funny.
Like for me, like I feel that when you dress a certain way, it'll all follow. So what my question would be, how do you feel about people like do what you love and then the money comes after? Like follow your heart. Like,
Yes.
Depends
are you
on,
more realistic? Like kailangan maging doktor ka para win na to or
it depends. There are the lucky ones who actually these
Yeah.
things land on their lap.
Right.
Depends on what you need at a particular point in time in your life.
So
If you
true.
need
Some
money,
people
then
are
go to
fortunate, some are
where
not.
it pays well.
Some have to work for
It
it,
won't
like
last if you
me.
don't like what you're doing, though.
I have
So
to
at some
bust
point in
my ass
time,
for
you
it.
will find your equilibrium and you will find what you will be doing for the rest of your life. For some, it will be different stuff until they grow old.
yeah.
For some, it'll be the same thing from the beginning till the end. It really depends. Depends
I don't
on
know
your,
if I can do the same thing
fortune,
to the.
so to
Oh
speak.
my god.
Okay, in connection to that.
I love
thoughts about
evolving.
How to balance
Interview talaga.
Else I get bored.
Thoughts about how to balance passion and practical income making.
Yung
Ooh.
iba maswerte tulad mo that you get to do what you want and at the same time earn from it. Others
Yes.
aren't as lucky. About 80 or 90% don't really like what they do. They just happen
Not
to be
to
there.
do it right.
But that does not take away the fact that there's an opportunity for you or anyone else to do what you like to do outside of work.
Yes.
Hindi naman 24/7
It's always good to
yung trabaho.
do,
So
yup.
outside of work, you can still.
Yeah.
Until your hobby
engage in
becomes
whatever
your
you're
means of
passionate about.
income. It's good to
Whether
have
it's
something on the
painting, whether
side.
it's putting makeup on your face or dressing up or doing whatever. Going to the shooting range, whatever your passion may be. I mean, you don't really have to be good at it as long as you engage in it. That's
Okay.
the important part. It makes you happy.
Okay, I think the
Yes.
interesting part.
Love what
Yes.
you do.
Shopping?
No, dear.
Ah.
Yes, in connection to that, this is something that we talk about, like the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. Yeah, Judgment Day for me. A lot of people don't know that. I grew up, my mom was handling all my money.
Oh.
I had no control of anything. I would sign blank check, a whole
Ooh.
book, 2 booklets actually. And I didn't know how much I was making in a day, mga ganyan.
Oh wow.
Blah 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 blah. So when I met you, that was the first time that I experienced, and found out how much I was making, and so I enjoyed my money to the fullest.
Oh God, you enjoyed
Kumbaga ako
it.
in short. So my question would be, what would be like, kunwari, for fresh grads, what would be the wisest investment? What you should spend your money? You started to teach me that. Like for people that just graduated, what do you think would be a
Before you can invest, you should first save.
Yes.
No money to invest with if you don't save.
Yes.
In your case, I remember, umiiyak ka nung pinapapunta kita sa bangko para mag-fill out ng form. I wanted you to do it from the start. Open an account, actually, but you're not doing it anymore because Rest is there. Open an account, sign your own checks, know the balances, because you have to go through that nitty-gritty so that you know exactly how much you're earning and so that it'll hurt if you spend out. By the way, we have a prenup. What's hers is hers, what's mine is also hers.
Kanino idea yun?
Ano? Sa'yo?
No, it wasn't my idea. It was actually Miriam Defensor's idea, Tita Miriam.
So basically, prenup says what's hers is hers and what's mine becomes hers na rin. So,
Sweet mo naman.
sometimes.
Okay, so what to splurge on and what to invest on?
basic rule. Anything that's on sale, if you don't need it, is expensive.
Period.
That's a basic rule.
Oh,
I follow.
wow.
If there's something you want, you
Yeah.
don't have to buy it the first time you see it. You have to see it several times before finally making a decision whether or not you really need it and want it, and whether or not you'll buy it.
Okay.
In my case, that's what happens.
I'm just saying.
So if I go through that hump,
Oh
I
wow.
end up buying, if it's shoes, one brown, one black. If it's shirt, one black, one blue, one white.
Can I just say, yung closet niya, grabe. Oh my God. Sobrang, but ang galing.
Pare-pareho ko.
Minimalist pero talagang...
That is one hell of a closet then.
20 years ago, yung pa rin, unless bilhin ko para sa kanya po. But then everything else is like, belt, black, brown, yan. Yun lang. Polo, white, blue.
She's like, I can't
yun
take
lang.
this.
May
Wala
black
na
naman.
iba, may black naman yan. May gray naman pag minsan-minsan.
I love how they balance each other.
Hindi sure. But that's it. Okay. Ito, bagay ito sa'yo, but I don't know if it's in a good way or bad way. In the beginning, it might look bad, but how will you slowly become independent from your parents? Like, kunwari some, it's a problem here. Some are the breadwinners, are some like, when is it time for
I
you
know, when you're the
to do something
breadwinner,
for yourself?
that is...
Being independent should not be an objective. In a Filipino setting, you're never really away or apart from your own
Yes.
family. Your parents, or from the point of view of the parents, their children. Hindi ito parang sa Amerika na pag 18, lumayas ka na sa bahay na to, dapat magkaroon ka ng trabaho, magkaroon ka ng titiran.
This ain't no allegedly.
Hindi naman ganun dito eh.
Never like it.
So that should not be an objective. That should not be a goal, a dream, to be independent from your
Yeah.
parents. Because you deciding on your own with or without them, and them
We do
deciding
have it
on their
different,
own with
yeah.
or without you. It's a question
I
of
refuse
helping
to
out
follow
each
that
other, giving them
pattern,
capacity
so-
and their capacity as well. So being independent should not really be an end-all, be-all. It's like I'm speaking for my future, to my future self. I want to tell my kids that today, you don't really have to unless you need to or want to. But then again, parents will always be parents. They'll always be there for you, whether you like it or else.
Okay, so now, Ate Rusty, serious time. Ako na yung chair.
I
Upo
cannot
na
stop
ako.
staring
Okay,
at-
so let's talk about love.
Yes.
Hey, and how it works,
Guy.
this short line.
How did you survive? Like, I don't see you, you're never the type na, I don't know, parang a lot of people are curious, like, how did you hit on me, or how was
Did I
it?
hit on you?
No, I mean, parang wala kang naramdaman. So, parang you survived before me, like, when you asked out your ex, like, how? In school, how were you?
My first girlfriend was I was a late bloomer. Third year college.
Okay.
I
Oh,
Before
was
that, never
definitely
never
third.
ka naligo ng kahit
Oh
sino.
my God, you are definitely a late bloomer.
Paano
NBK.
kinonfront yun?
NBK nga, never been kissed.
온다 누가 먹었나?
I was old. I think,
Talo pala kita. Charot!
mamaya ka. I was how old? I think I was 17 at that time. 17.
Never been
Or
kissed.
turning
before.
17. Or turning 17.
Ano na ako? 19 na ako first kiss ko. 18.
How did it go about? Ano yun? Okay na yun.
Ano
Basta
ang
nangyari
tips mo
na
nga
lang
sa
yun.
mga shy guys like you na sobrang torpe that usually they miss
Wala
the
minsan-
love of their life, kinasal na sa iba, hindi na nila nasabi na minahal kita at mahal pa rin kita and I'm so happy but we didn't end up together.
Kalahati lang yung kasalanan niya pag ganun dahil yung babae dapat nagsalita rin at hindi lang ikaw.
So in short, kung yung babae, mararamdaman niyang may gusto ka sa kanya kahit wala kami na pamilya.
Debate yan sa amin ng college.
Oh my God.
Kailan nagsisimula ang panliligaw? Sa punto de vista ng lalaki,
Yeah, she
mula nung
deserves
bigyan
him.
kanya ng
She
special
does.
attention sa akin panliligaw na yan. Sa punto de vista ng babae, dapat magtanong ka na muna at doon pala magsisimula.
He adores her.
Hindi yung attention lang na pakit lang. And that has always been a conflict in our generation.
Okay.
Now it's different, I guess. Your generation is more open.
Oh yes.
And there's a very small distinction now between men and women when it comes to expressing themselves.
Okay, paano kung
How you like that? Nah.
manligaw? So a lot of people feel
Ikaw,
like-
paano ba?
Actually, a lot of people have a misconception na parang feeling nila, pinigin mo sa akin yung buong mundo, or feeling nila,
Ang bigat naman nun.
oo, ganun nga yung iniisip nila. Feeling nila, siksik, liglig, ganon. But,
So kailangan ko magbigay ng buong mundo bago mo ako
yun
magustuhan,
nga,
di ba?
dahil kaya nga,
I love their
Because for me,
chemistry.
I think what people do, the first
They have a very nice chemistry. They really do. You know when something is pure and genuine, That's how it comes off to me. Oh.
Ever time that you took me out on a serious, like it was a serious thing. At 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, we rode a jeep.
Oh wow.
Kaya, kwenta mo na lagi. Mas nakakilig ko ikaw ng kwento. Kung ako parang giveaway masyadong kinilig. Baka lumaki ulo.
Kasi buong buhay niya, hindi pa rin siya nakakasakay ng jeep. Kaya pumarada ako malapit sa bahay namin dati sa May Kitanlad. Mas kakaiba pa yun.
Teka, kumain muna tayo sa what's that
That was
place?
after.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That was after.
Okay.
Nirentahan namin yung jeep. Natakot yung mama na baka daw matrip cutting siya. Sabi ko, gabi naman at renta to, which is an exemption. Hindi niya kami pareho nakilala.
Actually, pero kinikilig siya ha. Pero hindi niya ma-place.
She looks so
Mula sa may
different.
Kitanlad, sa may Welcome Rotunda, kasi yun yung
I would
sinasakyan
say
ko nung
youthful.
hanggang diretso yung jeep nun. Hanggang feel ko wala
She
yung jeep,
has-
hanggang puntahan ko lang yung jeep. Umikot kami ng UP.
There's
Sa
a
ikot lang.
spark in her eyes that
Sa University Circle, tapos balik uli ng Welcome. Tapos pagkatapos nun, kumain kami ng siomay sa may Aberdeen Court.
Ano
There were
rin?
people from JMA there. Man.
oh, this is so sweet.
Yes,
That
there
was the
were.
first time
I didn't even know what to expect with this.
Nice. It was different. It was nice.
Different.
Nice.
That's what-
No, I mean, it was nice.
Yan usually yung sinasabi ng ayaw man lahit. It's
Hindi. Okay, ito. Does a man need to pay? 50-50, gusto ko sa'yo yun. Anong thoughts mo doon?
No. Might as well bring her to a restaurant you can afford and
Exactly. Yeah.
pay 50-50.
Right. I never get a 50-50 situation.
What is the wise amount to spend on dates? Mga tipid
Oh.
meal dates.
Oh.
Yung siomay natin doon, mga 300 lang yun.
But it was the moment, di ba?
Yung jeep doon, magkano ba binayad ko sa jeep? 500 yata.
Oh, I didn't know
Kaya
that
medyo mahal kasi nga
people
nandun
have
tayo.
budgets when it comes to dates and
Pero
what to spend.
after that,
Oh.
nag-kiss na tayo. Oh. So,
May ganun ba nun?
oh no. After that.
Sa tip.
Sa check. Okay, ito a bit more serious. So, not a lot of people get to talk to you about your love life. I get to talk to you about your love life.
Yes,
Ganun tanong
honey.
na sa akin nun.
Pero wala siya dito. Hindi ko
So in a way, it
Natatakot ako kung
opens
sino
his
Sino
more
ako ng
into
reporter
it.
kung Dakota Harrison ako?
Oh my God.
Kat, ay,
Yeah. Skip. Okay. Hindi yun serious, dear. Dirty yun. Okay. How would you recover from a breakup?
oh, you look for things that first and
Distracts you,
foremost,
right.
that can and will keep you busy.
Yes.
Like,
Take care of my kids at that time. Run the campaign of some of my friends at that time.
what was your best friend? What was your drink? Choice of drink.
Wine. I just drink wine.
And
But we would finish, I don't know.
what are your life lessons about love and breakups? Like,
Yeah.
ano may sinasabi ka?
Ano sinasabi ko? Yung baka magamit mo ba laban sa akin?
Hindi! First, stupid me, stupid,
Ah!
Yeah, mga tips mo ganyan about breakups.
Not really.
It's about love.
Not really in love. Also in politics, even in business, it's the same rule.
Mm.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
And for me the third time,
So,
yeah, done
kung
for.
naloko ka, siya yung may kagagawa nun. Kung nagpaloko ka ng pangalawang beses sa
That makes a lot
parehong
of
tao,
sense.
ikaw na yung dapat sisihin mo.
Okay. Toughest
like, have
lessons you
lived.
learned in the real world, and what are the harsh realities of a 20-something will most likely face?
Oh,
It's all about getting up. Getting back up again.
Yeah.
Nobody lives a perfect life, really. Even you. All of us
Facts.
go through several humps in life. You never count the number of times you fall.
Yes.
You simply count the number of times, as they usually say in a cliche, you get up.
right.
And that's what matters the most. That's what counts, actually.
You should be more of a boomerang.
I
Yep.
agree with you.
This is what this
People don't always get like when you go through the magnitude of the things that you need to face. Like, how do you deal with anxiety, pressure, depression? Because I've never seen you cry, actually.
No.
Even when your dad passed, not a single job.
No.
And even when there's like a problem in the household, you're always like you're playing poker.
Because you can't afford to do that. And a lot of people rely on you, and a lot of people look up to you. Whether
So if you
your
break down,
kids,
it's like everything has
your
fallen
wife,
apart.
other people. You can't show weakness or that you're breaking, otherwise everyone else will break. It's like the domino effect.
What did I say?
So
Yep.
in our family, when my dad passed, I had to
Put
do
on a
that.
brave face
That's
and
the role at that time I had to play. So just like a friend of mine his wife passed about 8 years before. That was the only time he cried after 8 years. While watching...
Steven Seagal's movie.
No, not Steven Seagal. Octagon. It's an old movie by... Sino yung karatista?
Wala, dear. Masyado na luma.
Masyado na luma yan. Kahit ako yun ang unang sino na panagod ng bata ko sa... Masyado na luma talaga yan.
Medyo luma yun. 1985 ako pinanganak.
Doon lang yun na-realize.
Nag-high school graduate.
Oo nga. Ano problema ka doon?
Wala.
Wala.
Na-realize.
Doon lang niya na-realize na doon na siya naiyak. Nagtataka siya ba siya umiyak and he was able to pinpoint...
Yeah, you can see him actually let go and just laugh and just...
I think he had to be strong for his kids because he has kids. He had kids with his first wife. And the same is true with his mom who was still alive at the time.
So with that...
I think may kanya-kanya lang naman tayong papel.
Okay, so you're turning 49 this October. With everything that you've been through in life, what have you learned? And what do you think is your purpose? Like, what is your mission?
Hindi ko pa rin alam. It should be a constant search. It should be, you should never be satisfied really. You should never stop
So true.
searching for whatever it is else, whatever else you can do. Wala kasi kang mga mission eh.
And this is why when I see people just, oh, don't worry, don't try to do better. Just, I'm like, no, you should always search, keep searching, keep evolving. There is something out there for you. Just keep pushing yourself to do better. He's right about that. He really is. That's why when I hear people talk, I just block them out because I'm like, yeah, you should be in my shoes and say the same thing to yourself. You're not in my shoes, that's why you can say that to me, that I should not try to do better. So I love what he said there.
To handle and take in what's thrown at and given to you, and basically make the best out of it. Pag nag-ending ka na kasi, wala na. Malulugay ka na. So, I mean, just continue on doing what you like
Where's my
doing. Ikaw, may mission ka ba sa buhay?
Actually, hindi ko na alam.
Ano mission mo sa buhay?
Hindi ko na alam eh. Kaya nga, tatanong ako.
Sa tingin mo, bakit ka nilikha ng Diyos para mabuhay dito sa mundong ibabaw na ito? Para saan?
Well, I think like, serial ako ba talaga?
Oo nga, kaya talaga kita.
No, I mean, I enjoy my life, but I feel that God put me in a certain position to also, I know it's cliche and very beauty queenish, but to really give back and share what you have to inspire people. I mean, with what I do with fashion or whatever, people think it's shallow. People think it's
People will always think different things. Don't mind them. Just do
the
you.
other person, like, I get inspired when I see a woman dressed, looking beautiful, conquering the world.
Yes.
I feel like I can do it too. And I feel like if I could do that also with somebody who's also looking for that push or that inspiration, then I've served my purpose. And that's just one thing.
She's
but
so
also
right
it's
about
like,
that.
whenever I have the chance to create awareness about a certain charity, I'm not, that I'm not so open about, what I do for people. And the moment you say you're humble, what's what you say?
Anyone who says they're humble isn't anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Okay.
I would just like to give back the best way that I
That's a
can.
nice concept.
So ngayon ako alam ko na purpose ko sa buhay.
No problem.
With your answer. I'm here to provide the contrast to make you look even more beautiful.
Ooh, honey.
Well, thank you very much. It was so nice meeting you, Senator Chiz Escudero.
See?
Thank you so much
Honey.
for gracing our show. I'm just kidding. But really, thanks. And yeah, I hope you guys learned a thing or two from Mr. Chiz over here. Well, Senator Chiz over here.
That's
I'm
right.
glad I married him, and I hope you guys find somebody like him.
Period. It is what it is, honey. What do you guys think? I love this. It's very eye-opening and educational in a way, It's like there are things you know already, but this just solidifies that mindset you have. So I like it. Yeah, it solidifies the mindset I have. Okay, Senator Chiz. I didn't know he was a senator she was married to. Oh, I just know that he's someone powerful. So, honey. Okay, guys, let me know what you think. Oh, she looks so different there. Wow. Bye, guys.
I'm just saying.